Hello dear friends, hello so much. This is TNC TV official from where you can get knowledge of English. Have you ever asked yourself if you don't speak English fluently? I'm telling you here to TNC TV official we promote English fluency. This is our speciality. Our speciality is that we want to make sure that all of the people who are going to follow the lessons get fluent, speak English like American, like British, like English native. I'm used to mention those accents because people, they say, I want to speak English like American, I want to speak English like a British, I want to speak English like an English native. So what are you supposed to do to be fluent? What are you supposed to do to speak English like the best English speaker? You are going to respect the rules of the language, of course. Every language has the rules that should be respected. English also, you have to start from the bottom of it. Low level, advanced level, and then you reach to the excellent level or the highest level. It is possible, dear friends. Which is your level in English? You did primary, you did secondary, you did university, and until now you are still having the challenges. When you meet the foreigners, you don't talk, you don't communicate, you don't converse. This is a problem for you. We are going to try to make sure that if you follow the lessons here, if you follow the way I explain the lessons, you get fluent within the shortest time. Don't exceed 3 months by learning this foreign language. There is no need to cross the borders of your country saying that you go to United States to learn English. English is a language that you can start and you finish and you end. Yes, you have a package of vocabulary, but you don't speak. When you meet the foreigners, you fail to communicate. Maybe because you are not confident. I told you that, first of all, you have to be confident. If really you are literate, you have to be confident. What you have studied is universal. It means that everywhere you reach, you are going to meet the people with whom you can share the conversations. You practice. To know the language is what? To know the language is to practice. When you don't practice, when you don't speak, you cannot say that you know the language. Friends, before you have to subscribe. Before watching the videos, you subscribe. After subscribing, you are going to watch the video. After watching the video, if it's possible, if you are interested, you can share the video with the others. Because these are the lessons that are going to support the people who want to be fluent. To be fluent, yes. You say you speak poor English, speak little English. This is the time, this is the right opportunity for you to be fluent, to think in English. When you practice English, when you converse with the foreigners, you don't have any break. You try to speak confidently and fastly. In these days, you are trying to ensure that all of the followers are going to follow the lessons, trying to speak fast English. Fast English means what? Where you are organizing the words in your mind and you are transmitting them to the audience without any break. Friends, let me remind you, if you want to speak English, if you want to practice English, you are going to master the basic skills. The basic skills are very important to know. If you are still having the challenges, the confusions about the basic skills, I'm telling you, you are going nowhere. You cannot know English. You cannot speak English freely. Those basic skills should be mastered. I told you that you have to know more about it, the nouns, the pronouns, the verbs, the adverbs, the adjectives, the prepositions, the articles, the conjunctions, the phrase words, and the interjections. In these days, I'm not tolerating to the people who have attended different classes and until now they are still having the challenges of communicating with the foreigners. You should be confident. After being confident, you get flexible. It means that you are going to meet the Americans, the English natives, the English speakers. You enter in different conversations without any break. Here, we are trying to teach the people how they can speak fast English. Fast English, it's where you think in English. You don't think in your local language. Yeah, in your local language, it's time you think in it. But this time, I want you get opportunity to speak English freely, to speak English like Nigerians, to speak English like Ugandans, to speak English like Americans, to speak English like people from Commonwealth countries. Dear friends, importance of the language to practice. When you meet the Americans, you should be able to enter in different conversations. You should be able to convince the panel, the audience. When you are before the public, you get confident and you introduce yourself. After introducing yourself, you introduce your activities. This is the secret of knowing the language. You have to be the best convincer of the audience. Friends, how do you feel when you meet the Americans? How do you feel when you meet the English natives? How do you feel when you are listening to the lyrics? When you are watching the movies in English? When you are visiting the platforms where they promote English? How do you feel when you are watching the news on different social medias? On different TVs? Dear friends, I love you so much. Here at TNC TV Official, after a journey of research, as you have seen that is possible, as I promised you, I will never disappoint you. I will continue to support you to practice English. You try to be confident. Are you confident? If you are confident, you follow the way I explain the lessons. You try to master the basic skills. After mastering those basic skills, you put in practice what you know. You get confident that all of the vocabulary you have, you are going to apply them while conversing with the foreigners. The foreigners are the people who don't speak your local language. They speak foreign language. Foreign language means English. Here, the specialty is that you promote English. You are promoting English, but I told you that if you know English in this year, 2024, next year, we are going to start with French language, because I told you that my name is Teacher Celestine. I was born in Rwanda. I grew up in Rwanda. I studied in Rwanda. I made more researches being here in Rwanda. I have seen that it is possible to master those 3 international languages. I mean Kiswahili, English, and French. Those 3 international languages, you are going to find them here to TNC TV Official, because I have written different books that can support you. Everywhere you are, I can send you the book. And when the book reaches you, you read vocabulary, you read expressions. I teach you online, and you understand the skills related to those languages, and you practice without living where you are. It means that at home, at your office, in your journeys, you can practice English. You can speak English. You can learn English with your smart devices. I can send you the soft copies of my books, and you read, you understand, and you practice with your colleagues everywhere you are. Friends, in these days, I am promoting English fluency. English fluency means what? Where you speak English without any break. Where you practice English, where you practice the language freely. So what is your level of English? Okay? You speak English at which level? So what do you need? What do you miss to reach the highest level, the excellent level? Where you communicate with the foreigners without any problem? Where you are going to convince the audience? When you are being interviewed, you are going to convince the audience. You are going to convince the panel. You are ready to transmit your ideas. And your ideas and your thoughts are going to be transmitted without any problem. Because of communication issues in your lives, you have already solved them. Here to TNC TV Official, we try to make sure that all of the people who are going to follow us, they are going to get satisfied. If you have some questions, you can ask here to the comment. In the comment, I can watch the comments. If I see there are some comments, I can try to convince you. I can try to respond to you. You ask the question, no problem. This is the channel of yours. You can ask the questions. You can be hosted here to TNC TV Official, and you make different debate. We ensure that everyone is getting satisfied. Okay? Friends, let me remind you that you have to speak English on condition that you are speaking English on condition that you master the basic skills. I think that the basic skills, all of them are known until now. If this is not the first time you are opening the videos here to TNC TV Official, already you know more about the basic skills. I mean, nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, conjunctions, phrasal words, and interjections. These are the basic skills you have to master before studying other lessons. Here to TNC TV Official, all of the lessons are prepared. I can teach you whichever a chapter you have not understood while studying primary, secondary, university. If there is a chapter you didn't understand related to English, you can tell me, you can WhatsApp me, you can mail me everywhere you are. You can follow me with your smart device. Friends, let me last my video by here. Tomorrow I will create another video. Remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed. After subscribing, of course, you watch the video free. After watching the video free, you are going to leave like. After, if you're interested, you can share the video with others, because you want to make sure that all of the people who are going to follow us get fluent in English. The speciality is that you speak English like American, like a British, like English native. I love you. Bye-bye. See you next time.